One day, I was riding my push bike up the road from my house. I knew about everything on my street, or road, as you would call it, as where I lived was out of town, although at one of the parts of the road would come to a sharp turn, and there was a dirt road running off from that. I had never ventured all the way up the dirt road on my own. My mum and dad had taken us a little way up, but that was it really. So I decided to ride up the dirt road to see what was up there. I had ridden up to the point of where my mum and dad would normally get us to turn around, as I was pretty sure it was private property. I rode up to where there was a gate, and the gate was open, and there were no signs saying I couldn't go in, so, me being curious, I decided to ride in. There were paddocks, and a big wetland area. What took residence in the wetlands were a heap of wood ducks, swamp hens, and black swans. I thought that was amazing to see, as black swans weren't that common to see around. Although now, something else caught my eye. It was a pony. It was walking towards me. I figured that they're not dangerous like a horse can be, so I let it come to me. I could then see a house hidden behind a group of trees, and there was a car there. I figured I would turn around and head back out, because I was now technically trespassing. All of a sudden, I hear a voice call out to me, "Hey!" I turned to see a man walking out from the house, so I started to ride back up the dirt road and out of there. I was past the gate now, and the man was in his ute driving towards me. I had slowed down riding at this point because I was now back on Crown land. The man drove up next to me and said, "What were you doing snooping around my property, mate?" "I'm sorry, I rode in a little too far. Your pony came up to me, so I was giving it a pat. Don't make excuses, boy. If I catch you back on my land, you'll regret stepping foot on it. Do you understand?" "Yes, sir. I'm sorry. I'm leaving now." "Good. Now stay out if you know what's good for you." The man kept driving out onto the road, and I kept riding. That guy was really cranky, I thought to myself, and he wasn't at all friendly. Something seemed shady about him as well. It's almost like he was hiding something. Couldn't really tell you what though. Another day, I was riding up the road, and I had thought to myself I wasn't going to go back up that dirt road again. But as I was coming for the sharp bend, I see the pony out on the road. Oh dear, I thought to myself. I better lead this pony back to where it's meant to be, which meant I had to go back up that dirt road again. I parked my bike in the bushes and walked the pony back up the dirt road. The weird thing was, everything went smoothly right up until I got the pony to the gate. Something really strange happened now. The pony suddenly got hysterical and ran off. And after that, I heard a soft voice saying, "Leave. Leave now." Who was that? Where was the voice coming from? I couldn't really tell because it kind of felt like that I could hear it everywhere around me. I couldn't see anyone. And then, out of nowhere, this big gust of wind blew up at me. There wasn't even a breeze a minute prior. Whoa, what was that? I decided to get out of there because I was getting creeped out to the max. I ran back up the dirt road, grabbed my bike and rode home. Something or someone knew I shouldn't have been down that road again that day. I had never told my parents because I didn't want to get into trouble, but I always wondered about the soft voice warning me to leave. I didn't know where it came from or who it was, but I've always been grateful. That big gust of wind was the icing on the cake too.